cool, Bob. Right.
Okay. So what we just generally do is just give general feedback after each contact session. Like I just said to you earlier, it's up to you whether you want to stay and take that feedback or not. Okay. It's absolutely fine to be having discussions with the children about, you know, what they've been up to, what they've been doing at school. And what I will say is the interaction between you and the children is fantastic. You know, you've played with them, you've asked them what they've been doing, you've given kisses.
Like I've always have done.
Yeah, and that's
so where was the problem in the first place then, apart from me going late at you, which obviously I understand me as in my way, but isn't this more torture than actually what's happening?
Andrew, that's positive.
And the kids were never in Rome.
That's positive, that interaction between you and the children.
They'll still take kids off me in the end. It's up to that judge up back at the thing with lines and make up.
What the concern is from the contact that me and Alice have just observed is some of the inappropriate things that you're telling the children.
Like what's happening truthfully?
So
they can't be allowed to hear or know nothing about it because it's true what it's happened. Is that
whether it be true?
Is it happening?
Not, let me finish, Andrew. Whether it be true or not true, okay? Like it's been mentioned to you at the initial child protection conference, there's some things that the children shouldn't be knowing because of their
No, it's been mentioned. No, nothing got mentioned to me about it. So
it was mentioned at the initial child protection conference.
When?
Okay. So there's things in terms
initial
of
one, which is that?
The one that we had that you attended with, with Sonia Kelly.
16th of September.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was discussed in that conference, obviously.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's happening, and if it's happening, I can't lie to my kids.
But there's things that you do need to be keeping from them.
And what exactly is that?
It's emotional harm, Andrew. Okay?
How is it emotional harm?
Let me finish.
Right, is this not emotional harm, having to come into a box?
Let me finish about giving you the feedback about the contact, because that's what I wanted to discuss today.
How come you can't answer me thoughtful questions? Because you don't take like, is that what it is?
No, I'm happy to.
I know. Well, I'm recording it because then you can't tell me how bad you do or said,
And what I'm saying about the concerns is about, you're talking about and referring it to like the nut house and things like that. The children don't need to
hang on a minute.
Things like
how
that.
can you tell me how to speak? Well, that's how I was brought up. It's always been a nut house. It always will be now. If it's a psychiatric ward, or it's a toilet, or a bog, or a mountain, or a hill. So you can't dictate to me how to speak to my children. How is it inappropriate?
Right, okay, well, I'm not...
I'm sorry, go on, you can. I'm just asking you simple questions. I'm just asking you simple questions.
Well, let Gemma finish and then you ask your question.
In terms of speaking about the nut house or, everything, your opinions and things like that of social care and, referring to us in a negative way.
I'm not.
Them things aren't appropriate.
I'm not. They like you too, so what's your problem there?
So
they told me you were alright, so what's... They're upset because they're having to see the dad in this situation over what I've done. You've discriminated, you two and your mates have discriminated my children over something I've done. Sarah's done no wrong. My grandma the grandma ain't done no wrong. But they're dictating, you're dictating to what I've done to you lot and called you, which is all true, to not you two personally. I just said there, meaning there, not you two. Did I name you? Did I name you two as the people?
I'm not.
Right, so that's how it is. Yeah, well, whichever way you look at it, that is life.
What I'm addressing is the concerns of what you're telling the children, which is inappropriate.
Like what? You tell me. What did I tell the children?
Okay, so about referring to the nut house and things like that.
It isn't what is. No, you
continuously talking about that throughout your contact.
I have been in a mental institution.
Okay,
what's wrong with that?
What I'm going to do.
They want to know where I was for 14 days.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to set out a list of contact expectations, okay?
And what's that for?
And I will bring that with you. So it's basically setting out what we expect. So
so if you don't abide by the law, you're taking my kids away anyway. Full stop. You will be taking my kids away at the end of the month. When we go back to court, or you'll make the rulings even harder for me to even see my kids.
No decision has
been made.
No
wonder people in this world are rebelling against you if this is your law. If this is a law, what people... I don't despise you. It's just in amongst you, same as in amongst people out there and there.
Okay.
You know?
Well, as I say, I'll let you know what I'll let you know today. Obviously,
if I don't, right, what happens?
about
What happens if I
can't
don't?
be, okay?
What happens if I don't abide by these guidelines? Does it go against me in the court of law?
It'll be written obviously within the report.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
the
And do I get a
positive
copy of all these reports?
You will have sight of that from your solicitor, but the positive
Right.
things, like from today, like I've mentioned to you about your interaction with your children,
What?
that'll be documented. But also, the
How is
concerns
this?
will be documented.
How is this
also.
not criminal? Where you have took my kids away from me, saying I'm mental, but yet we have to go into a box and play kids and dads and abide by your rulings, what you are going to set out to me. Have you got kids if you don't?
What
No.
What we're saying is we're going to say
Yeah,
to
but-
so you know
right.
if you can take them to the toilet or not. So you know about the
A nut house is what we used to call them. I've always known at that. I've
That's
been
fine.
told
It's not
whatever.
that
Does it make
that is
any
an
difference?
example,
Does it
Andrew.
make any difference to anybody
Andrew.
if a toilet is a bog or if it's a shit house
What
or
I'm
whatever? It's
saying-
all the same thing.
What I'm saying
it's
is
just
I'm
how you
using
come
that
across.
as an example of what has been discussed in terms
Like
of also
what?
saying about,
Right, is it
you know, you're going to
truthfully
be getting
happened?
taken to care, or, you know, when you
No.
when you was referring to
When
to
a
smoking,
solicitor,
and you said, oh,
when
I'm
a
going to
solicitor
die, all things
goes
like
in to
that are
see
not
them, then comes back
appropriate.
with rules and demands and threatens you, saying, right, your kids will be taken away if you don't sign this to be a dog. And that's what's happened.
That, though. Nobody said if you don't do this, your children will be taken away.
That's what you threatened me with. That's why we signed that piece of paper.
That's a written agreement, just as expectations.
No, that was told to me
Right,
there.
I think what we'll do is
You know,
I think we'll
I'm
leave
not-
it there today because we've
Yeah,
we've
you
had
see,
the
you can't
discussion
discuss
about-
that bit.
We've
Yeah,
had
but,
the discussion
you know,
about contact.
thank you for letting me take that.
Feedback.
I've asked you.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
fine.
swearing and screaming and shouting at you, but you still won't answer the questions. Why am I here? For being abusive to you two, or just being truthful about what's going on?
Andrew, it's been explained to you on a number of occasions as to why the current situation
Yeah.
is how it is.
And why am I bowing
okay?
down to your rules? I have to go see another psychiatrist out of coming out of a mental institution
I suggest
for wanting
what-
to
I
make.
suggest
Well,
what you do is
I'm
speak
asking.
to your solicitor about that, okay?
It's their
the
demands
judge-
coming back to our ones.
It's the judge that makes the final recommendations.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, you still put what you want of me seeing my kids, and we have to come to this place to see them for you to judge me, to take it back, to tell the judge how I am to talking to you two, asking.
There were so many positives under as well with your children.
Well, so what? I was threatened if I didn't sign that piece of
Who
paper to be a
threatened you?
dog's ballot. If I didn't sign the piece of paper, it'd have gone into court and they'd have definitely took my kids away. That's what I was told.
Right, okay, well,
So,
I don't know what
you
you've
know,
read, and
well,
we can't comment on
Well,
that.
like I say, but your reports, no matter how you put them, it's the judge's decision at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. It's
and
the judge's
when you
decision.
put in like statements, I threatened to kill you. No.
Andrew, I'm going to leave it there.
All right, thank you very much.
Right,
You just
thank you